I want to pick up on skill sets, because that seems to me something that's unique to both of you, coming from an education place, coming from a pharmaceutical, but it seems like you rely on your unique skill sets. And how does that play a role in your success in feeling a part of the auxiliary? Diane, what is, talk to me a little bit of the skill sets you draw upon to be
well,
successful.
I think, first of all, I was a figure skating coach, and that is a self-employment thing. So you learn to do, there's a lot of skill set with that. And then being a counselor also, you learn other skill sets, speaking to people, having meetings, But also, I think, becoming a volunteer, and as you learn different areas of the hospital, I think that really plays into our part of being a president and being able to sort of look at the whole total picture,
right,
if you will.
And would you say, Susan, that having a variety of different skills in your, whether it's counseling or pharmaceutical or teaching, pulling on those skill sets, does that make your work enjoyable and successful?
Oh, definitely. I call it people skills.
Okay.
So, I mean, you have to have those skills to be able to relate to people, to talk to people, to work with people in a positive way, and to encourage people to move forward or do different things. And as Diane said, yes, when you get exposed to different departments in the hospital and you get to know the staff, then you start to get the feedback as how much you are appreciated for what you do. Not me personally, but the volunteers as a whole.
So being a part of community. So what I'm hearing, and I don't want to be paraphrasing, but as I paraphrase, it sounds like somebody else who's listening or watching that might have a different set of skill sets, there's still a place for me in volunteering either at Bracebridge or Huntsville, because my skills that might not be teaching or pharmaceutical or counseling, but my skill set's unique to me, might add a different flavor and uniqueness to support what's happening. Would that be correct?
Definitely. It's critical in that we are always looking for volunteers. I know that Bracebridge is, and we are, the pandemic created a glut in our membership, and it's difficult to get people to come back and or to recruit new. Mm-hmm. And there's always a place for anyone who wants to volunteer, and they bring a new perspective to the whole group.
A new flavor, right?
Yes, and a younger one too. I don't want to say that our membership is aging, but we also need new blood.
Thanks for coming out. I really appreciate it. And I want to pick up on the conversation I had with Susan and Diane, respectfully, from Huntsville and Bracebridge, the auxiliary, the presidents. They do fantastic work. And I want to talk to you about volunteerism and what role does that play in the hospital, in the Muskoka Algonquin healthcare system itself, and from your perspective, what's the value of that?
A huge role, and to be honest, before I joined the healthcare sector and joined Muskoka Algonquin Healthcare, I wasn't sure, being a patient of the hospitals myself and my family. Then you get in there and you start to see the value, the importance. When you walk into a hospital, it's usually not always for the best thing. You're not always at the hospital for good reasons. And to see a friendly face, to have someone help you get to where you need to go. Sometimes people are very distraught and upset and worried when they get to the hospital. And our volunteers are usually that first point of contact with families, visitors, and patients. And just to have that approach where it's very much like hospitality. When you walk into a hotel or a restaurant, you have that welcomed feeling where you feel very comfortable.
Fantastic. And so entry points, they talked a little bit about that, but from a human resources capacity, what does that look like? Volunteerism, auxiliary, how does that play a role in the broader human resources, people resources for a healthcare system that everybody relies on?
Yeah, I think about our younger generations. I think about my kids as they start to head into high school in these next few years. What a great opportunity to get experience as a volunteer in a hospital healthcare sector. Right. What that can do for your, applications as you're going to post-secondary school, meeting people, networking, building confidence, sociability. You know, I really think about our younger generation and what a great environment volunteering at a hospital can do for you. I also think about our generations that are, you know, retired and now looking for an opportunity to meet other people. Maybe you're new to Muskoka.
Yeah.
How do you network? How do you get out there? How do you find out what's happening in your community? No better place to do it in your hospital.